to College Park, Maryland. SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. He is not going to get there. Stopped short the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Terrapins offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenge.
Open field on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Petty. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at it. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against...
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the handoff. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Back to throw, it's Petty. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for him.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Lead here in week 5. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through and just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Petty. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one match.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's going to run it. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. Buying some time. Hit as he throws. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's John. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Terrapins. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That last completion sets him up on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Looking to pass. It's Petty. Blasted as he lets it go. And the third down pass is incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And this one is perfect.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's hooked. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Going the other way, and he's got room.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
He's got it on the run. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Caught behind the line. It's Hoops. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's John. Got a man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get them isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give on the inside. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Petty. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Makes the catch. It's Kennedy. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And if If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the...
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Orange will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll just try to kick it out of bounds to make sure that thing doesn't get run back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. There he goes to the left. The 20, 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way.
Dropping back, it's Petty. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Back to throw, it's John. Got him downfield. On the move is a 30. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires downfield. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Finds his tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Looking for a man. It's John. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Terrapins are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But
touchdown, Terrapins! Fit it in the window for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Syracuse lines up on third and short. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Orange will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. And the defense, got him at the 27.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Hand off from the shotgun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Moncrief. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punted away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. As the defense is...
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's John. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Trying to find the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Gee. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Dropping back, it's Moncrief. Oh, they're after him. And they get him in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.